I'm granted a 10 to 15 minute talk about family by our wonderful couple here. So treat this as your refresher. Yeah, and also this will be good for all our guests here. Solemnizing marriages like this is under our Marriage and Family Laws Division, where we ensure compliance of all our clients' marriages to the family code and other existing laws on marriage and family. Yes, we are in the business of solemnizing marriages. The government granted us the necessary license to do this business. And attached to this license is the legal responsibility to teach every marrying couples their legal responsibilities. We teach every couple both the laws of man and the natural laws not taught to them by the city hall when they apply for a marriage license. Legal responsibilities mean compliance to the laws. And what is the purpose of laws? To regulate the affairs of its citizens, so we can live a peaceful, happy, and prosperous life. Non-compliance to these laws have corresponding punishments. But let us all remember that we have two types of laws: the man-made laws and the natural laws. Natural laws are the laws that is not created by legislation, nor invented or controlled by man, according to Wikipedia. Through over time, man discovered that natural laws came from our Creator, called Heavenly Father or God. Though this is a non-religious ceremony, it does not mean that we will exclude God in your marriage right. God did not create religions. Religion is a product of man. What God made from the beginning is a male and a female. What God made from the beginning is a male and a female. God, therefore, is the author of relationships. So God has the right to be present every time there are two of His products, two human beings, like the male and the female, decided to unite their bloods. And when there are male and female being married like this, forming a family, God becomes your owner naturally. Marriage, therefore, is not a product of the state. It is not a product of legislation, not a product of man. It is a product of God. Marriage in Hebrew is called covenant. So when you enter into a covenant with God, whatever race or country you are from, God's natural laws automatically kick in whether you like it or not. These natural laws, when violated, has built-in punishments or consequences. You don't have to be brought to the courtroom with the judge to punish you when you violate these natural laws. For example, when you violate the law of gravity, you jump out from top of a building, the law of gravity performs its jobs naturally. When people destroy the mountains, the land, or the sea, it will naturally destroy us afterwards. Hindi ka na kailangan ireklamo sa korte when you violate natural laws. It instantly and literally destroys us, our relationship with our family, our spouse, our community. The built-in punishment go as far as the entire country, which we call social ills. We have very high statistics of broken marriages. Ask the OSG about it. We have an all-time high statistics of teenage pregnancy. We have very high statistics of violence against women and children, despite the passage of VAUSI law last 2004 or 17 years ago. Endless poverty, drug problems, crimes, all these emanated from the homes. And whenever a Filipino committed mistakes in life, the government adjusts by enacting laws for their protection and privileges, like the Solo Parents Act, the VAUSI laws, among others. That Filipino individual who committed the mistake in choosing a partner in life has no full control over the mind of his chosen partner. We are so complacent when handling the affairs of our lives. We are so confident that once we obtain all the secular learnings of this world, we already knew everything. However, this confidence shows otherwise with the kind of society we have now. And so, Article 15 of our 1987 Constitution says, family is the foundation of our nation. Foundation means everything that holds the building beneath, everything that holds the house beneath. Kapag ang pundasyon na ito ay unti-unti bumibigay, humihina, nawawasak, gaya ng dami ng problema ngayon ng ating bayan, ang buong bansa din, ang dahan-dahang nasisira, nawawasak. A country is being destroyed naturally, sadyain man natin o hindi, whether we like it or not. So look at the kind of country we have now. All social ills that we experience now have all been emanated from the family, from the homes of every family living here. When there's a surge of teenage pregnancy, just trace it back to the family. Giving correct guidance to our children is not the duty of the state. When there's a surge of crimes about passion, crimes about poverty, crimes about relationship, or other related crimes, just trace it back to the family. Giving correct guidance to these people involved is not the duty of the state. Ladies and gentlemen, let us all remember that marriage is not a product of the state. Marriage is our own product. After exercising our own will, our power to decide for ourselves. And this power to decide for ourselves is not even the product of the state. The state cannot even dictate to every human being to marry. There is no law requiring every individual to get married. Even God did not command Adam to make Eve his wife. It was Adam's decision. Eve was just paraded in front of him after niyang magising from a major surgery, getting the woman from the ribs of that man. Because if God commanded you to choose her, to choose him, you will surely blame God pag nag-aaway na kayo. God will never allow that to happen, na masisi siya ng tao. So here is another truth. You both have exercised your power to choose by deciding to get married. Nobody knows the product than the creator of it himself. God knows how he designed his products, male and female. He knows that both are powerful and with different purposes. Wala pa akong nakita babae na pumayag sa husband or sa lalaki na matalo. They are both powerful. Talagang makikipaglaban ng babae, makikipagsagutan. They are both powerful. And God knows that because he designed male and female. So just imagine why vowsy cases are not reducing but increasing every year. And because God knows his product, male and female, to be both powerful, he instructed the woman, wives, submit and respect your husband. Sounds familiar to you? And because God instructed the woman to submit and respect to the husband, he instructed the husband to love your wife and do not be harsh to her. Sounds familiar also? The words of the king automatically applies the moment you entered into a blood covenant. Kasal man kayo o hindi. Husbands, how do you love your wife? Is it your way or her way? Love is being spelled by every wife as like this. A-F-F-E-C-T-I-O-N. Affection. That's how the woman spells love. Wives, respect your husband and submit to them. How do you respect your husband? Is it your way or your way? Love is being spelled by every husband as R-E-S-P-E-C-T. Respect. Man-made laws tells us under Article 68 of Family Code that each of you has the right to be given love, honor, respect, trust by the other spouse. Kapag sinuway ng asawa mo ito, hindi mo maramdaman yung love, honor, and respect, yung trust, kaya mo bang pumunta sa court para magsumbong sa judge na hindi na ito ginagampanan ng asawa mo? Your honor, Can you issue an order directing my wife or my husband to continuously love me, honor me, respect me, trust me, etc., etc.? Can the court sheriff implement that? Looks like not. Kailan ang tamang panahon sa pagpunta sa korte para magsumbong at i-report ang asawang hindi na nagmamahal, hindi na nire-respeto sa'yo? I think lawyers can answer that. When you are about to dissolve your marriage. Yun lang ang chance mo para lumapit sa court to dissolve your marriage. So when you don't feel any love, respect, honor, and trust anymore to your spouse, that's the time that you can only go to court. My marriage ka pa bang is the same when the feeling is gone? When the motivation to love, honor, respect, and trust each other is gone? My marriage ka pa bang is the same kapag sobrang nasaktan na sa ginawa ng asawa mo? Pag sobrang nasaktan ka na. Sa dami ng mga masasakit na salitang binigay ninyo sa isa't isa. Sa dami na ng mga betrayal of trust at disrespectful acts na ginawa ninyo sa isa't isa. The consequences or the punishments are granted by the government of man kapag marami na ang damage na nangyari sa isa't isa. Sa pamilya ng both sides. Even to your community. In conclusion, ang batas ng tao, when violated, will only punish or give the other party a relief by dissolving your marriage. And this solution is offered after your family is already destroyed. Ang batas ng Diyos, when violated, ay sira na ang pamilya mo even before you seek relief from the laws of man. In other words, ang batas ng tao ay nag-o-offer ng solution kapag sira na ang pamilya mo. Ang batas ng Diyos ay nag-o-offer ng solution bago pa masira ang pamilya mo. So which laws would you like to govern your family now? Perfect marriage? Marriage made in heaven? It's your choice. The choice you made today shall be the kind of life you both want to be in the future. Thank you and congratulations.